Welcome to another episode of Sports and Discourse with Derek Stevenson. And actually, man, I'm going out of town this week. I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Mexico for a few days with my wife. It's her birthday. Um, so we're going to take her out there and show her a good time. We're going to be sipping a lot of margaritas, eating a lot of authentic street tacos and whatever, chilling by the pool. But before I go, I just wanted to do a couple little segments before just to leave everybody with some content because I didn't want people to, think I was gone already, even though not very many people have really been checking my stuff yet. But, I just want to, keep it consistent, man, because to be honest with you, and this has actually been a whole lot of fun, but man, it's definitely been trying, man. Like I've been, you know, I got inspired to start doing my little show, and I had to, start researching and getting all my gear right, trying to figure things out, man. And it's it's took a lot of time and effort to try to get into a groove, man. But I'm still having fun with it. I'm enjoying it, and I appreciate everybody that's stopping through and listening. And like I said, eventually, man, I'm gonna move into video space and try to add some production value. But I really appreciate everybody that's giving me an ear and support me in one way or another. It really does mean a lot because this is pretty difficult, man. And I actually gained a little bit of respect for all the broadcasters and such that I see doing this for a living on TV is not anywhere close to being as easy as it looks. So I'm figuring that out the hard way, but I'm dedicated to getting better. So I'm going to hang in there. But yeah, speaking of broadcasting, I want to talk a little bit real quick. I had seen where Jay Will, um, I guess he's gonna be replaced on NBA Countdown, ESPN's NBA pregame show, and not that I think they're replacing him, you know, uh, because they think he's terrible. I think he actually has a lot on his plate, and it seems like they might just be trying to tweak the chemistry. Um, so realistically, it feels like they're trying to compete with TNT over there with Ernie and Shaq and Barkley and Kenny Smith and those boys, which is gonna be difficult, man, because I just feel like that group of guys is like the perfect mesh of broadcasting. Like I don't know if there's another broadcast sports show on TV that has a better group of guys with a better chemistry than them boys, man. It's gonna be real difficult for ESPN to figure something out to compete with them boys, but I think that's what they're going for. And like I said, Jay Will has several other jobs with ESPN, man. He does a lot with college basketball. He's still gonna probably be doing some NBA stuff. Um, and he's got a morning radio show with Max and Keyshawn Johnson. So he's gonna be staying busy, man. But I think they just trying to figure out something to shake things up to try to compete with the TNT boys, man. But I'll just say good luck to him, man, because it's gonna be a trying task, man. But anyways, off of that, I actually just got finished watching Steph Curry's interview with Michael Jordan. They were both at the 43rd Ryder Cup, and if y'all not aware, Steph Curry's real big into golf, man. And I've actually watched him play a few pro-ams on TV, and he's actually got a really nice swing, man. I think he might be a scratch golfer, man. So he's actually pretty nice, man. He's probably at least uh I would say D1 college golf level. Like I don't know how I'd have to watch him and see him play in a professional tournament and see how he could actually do. It'd be kind of hard to say that he could compete in a professional tournament, but he is really good, man. He's capable of shooting in the 70s, which if you never played golf, shooting in the 70s is extremely hard, man. And I think the reason why a lot of those guys, like professional athletes, gravitate to golf next is because, like, even Michael Jordan was saying to Steph in the interview, golf is the hardest thing he's ever done, man. And it really is. Like, I didn't start playing golf till I was probably like 29, but man, it's probably my favorite sport at this point. Like, when I was a kid, I mostly just played basketball, to be honest with you. I played football a little bit when I was younger, but once I got into like middle school and high school, I really didn't mess with football no more. I always liked football. I always enjoyed watching football. Uh, I might play some little out in the street nonsense. But as far as playing like officiated ball, like I really left football alone. I mostly just played basketball. I love basketball. And I had hoop dreams. I had dreams of playing D1 basketball. You know what I'm saying? I probably thought I was gonna be a starting point guard at Kentucky or something like that. And then, but actually, when the more I played, I actually found that I had I worked better playing around in the post, but I just wasn't big. Like in high school, man, I was probably about like 5'9", probably about 145, maybe 150. Um, but I should have been a big man. Like if I'd have been a big man, if I'd have had like a 6'6" body or 6'7" or up in high school, I probably could have at least been an okay, what I'm saying, prospect as far as like low level college basketball. Like I ain't gonna say I would have been nasty because 6'7", 6, it's still not super big, but I feel like I was a big man skill set trapped in a little man's body. But so yeah, so after I realized that basketball wasn't gonna get me nowhere in life, I kind of stopped playing pretty early. I still liked basketball. I still watched it. I would mess around in the parks and stuff like that, but I really didn't have no interest of, I wasn't out there every day just grinding like I was when I was younger. I probably stopped playing consistently when I was probably about 25 to 27. Like I kind of was just done with it. And then that's when I discovered golf, man. And I was like, man, golf is hard, but it's super fun. And I wish that I would have actually played golf as a kid over basketball because I feel like if I would have started playing golf, you know, probably around fifth grade, sixth grade, I feel like I might have had a shot at that, man. Because, um, I mean, the bigger you are and the more athletic you are, yeah, that's gonna help some. But little dudes in golf can get busy just like the bigger dudes. So, um, I feel like when I was young and athletic and flexible, I could have developed some power. Um, I think I would have had a better chance of. I'm not saying that I would have had a shot to play professional, but I think I could have at least played college probably. And the thing is, man, I had seen a article a few years back where they were saying that, man, so many golf scholarships go unused because they just don't have enough people that actually play golf that want to play it in college. And that's super disappointing to me because, man, I would have had loved to have played golf uh, on a high level, man. It's just I encourage anybody that, you know, if you want to do anything active. I know like I'm old now, and the good thing about golf is that you can almost play golf from the time you can walk to till you on your deathbed. There's all people, like all sorts of people playing golf. Like it don't really matter your age, your body type. Like you can be short and fat, you can be tall and skinny, you can be tall and fat, you can be short and skinny. Like it just doesn't matter. Like you can be, you know, 10 years old, you can be 99 years old. Like you just go out there and you see all different types of people playing golf and it's super fun. But I think one of the things that kind of slows people down um, and turns people away from golf is it is super expensive, man. Like, I mean, it's really expensive. Because, number one, I don't care who you are, you're going to have to probably pay for a coach at some point. In golf lessons, it's kind of like the saying goes, you get what you pay for. You can find a cheap golf coach, and he could probably get you to competently play the game. But if you want to actually be good and successful, you're gonna probably end up paying a decent amount of money. Like I took a couple of lessons in my day, and I think I took a lesson before where I paid like $99 an hour, and I mean, man, it was worth it, to be honest with you. But the only thing is you have to do it consistent enough to be able to ingrain it into your like actual swing. Like you can go out there and a coach can give you a lesson and have you like striping the ball for like an hour or two, however long you go, and then the next day you can go right out to the course and not be able to hit the ball at all. Like that's just how it works. So you kind of just have to stay at it, but that means you have to keep constantly funneling money into the game. Like when you go out and play, you probably gonna have to pay like $25, $30 just to even play a round, which yes, a round usually takes 4 hours, so that's a long time. But still, think about if you had to pay 20 something dollars every time you went to play basketball, or every time you played football, every time you played baseball. Like, you just basically, your parents can buy you a $12 basketball and you can go outside and hoop as much as you want. And I mean, you can develop a whole lot of skill, a whole lot of like instinct for the game just with that one $12 basketball. But with golf, it just doesn't work like that. You have to buy clubs. And if you want to take golf serious, you probably have to get fitted for your clubs. And a lot of times if you buy the clubs, they'll waive the fitting fee. Fitting fee is usually anywhere between $50 to $100. But if you buy a new set of clubs, they'll usually give that to you on the house. But the clubs usually are going to run you probably about $1,200 to $2,000 at least, probably. And I mean, like, yeah, uh, you'll be able to use the clubs for several years. It just depends on how fast or how much your game evolves. You might have them for 2 years, or you might have them for 10 years. Like, it's not really so much that the technology changes too much. It's just your swing and your like fundamentals grow, or sometimes they degress. Like in my case, so it just depends. But that's a lot of expense just to buy the equipment, and then that's not even including golf balls. And there's different levels to golf balls. Different materials spin the ball more than other. So you might, if you get really good and you need to have control over the ball, which you really should, even if you're terrible, but you might not can justify spending the amount of money for a quality ball when you just are completely terrible. But eventually, you're probably gonna have to buy a golf ball that's at least $35 to $50. Uh, not per ball, but per dozen usually. So the game just gets crazy expensive, man. And I just wish there was more programs. I know there's some programs, in certain cities. Like I think they have one called like First Tee or something like that. But there's several programs out there that try to get youth involved in golf, but it really just is so hard because it just costs so much money. And I know for a fact that if I would have tried to play some golf at a young age, my daddy just wouldn't have been able to afford to do it. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't have been like he might have wanted to help me get into that, but he just wouldn't have been able to afford to pay all of that money or justify it. Especially, it's different when you become good, and then it's like, okay, well, you're really good. Let me put some money into this. But in order for you to even become good, you kind of gotta funnel the money in first, just with the hopes that you might one day actually become worth it. So, uh, I definitely I definitely felt everything that Steph and Michael Jordan was saying to each other about just loving golf and how competitive it is. And if you get a chance, man, go watch that interview. Actually, I'll try to leave a link in the description. Check that interview out, man. It was a nice interview. Good to see them guys chopping it up over golf, man. And what do y'all think, man? Why do y'all think more people don't mess with golf? Have you ever given golf a thought, and do you play it? Do you agree with me that probably it's just the expenses that turn people off? Or do you think it's just boring, man? A lot of people, I'll say this, a lot of people, if you've never actually played golf and you watch it on TV, it looks crazy boring. Because I remember before I actually started playing, I would never watch golf on TV because I just thought it was stupid, to be honest with you. But after you actually play it and you see the skill level that it takes to actually be good at it. And then when you see the players out there on the course and you know, like, okay, he's got a dog leg left, so he's got to shape the ball this way. He's got to either draw the ball or he's got to fade the ball. Or when you see him like hitting into a green and he's got to land it at the back right edge of the green and make it roll down the slope to the hole. Like once you can appreciate all of that and understand what's actually happening when you're watching it, golf is really actually entertaining to watch for me anyways. But I understand why a lot of people don't enjoy watching the game on TV. But anyways, man, let me know what y'all think about it. But definitely at least check that interview out with MJ and Steph and tell me what you think about it, man. Did you enjoy it? You think it was a good interview? Do you like seeing players interviewing each other more than actual broadcasters? Or just give me your thoughts on it in general, man. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to Mexico, man, so I'm gonna try to get some more content up so I can leave y'all with something. But if not, I'll definitely be right back at it as soon as I get back. I should be back Sunday night. um and I'll get back on the ball, man. But I'm gonna go enjoy these margaritas with my wife, man. Y'all take it easy, and I'll holler at you.